In order to boost defense exports, a webinar between India and United Arab Emirates was held on the theme of Indian defense industry global outreach for collaborative partnership, webinar and expo, India UAE defense cooperation. It was organized on Tuesday of 27th of October 2020 under the aegis of Department of Defense Production of the Ministry of Defense through the Society of Indian Defense Manufacturers. Ambassadors and senior Ministry of Defense officials from both the sides have participated in the webinar and spoke about deep-rooted relations between the two countries. Both the sides have agreed to take up cooperation in defense further through joint cooperation, joint production, and mutual trade, which could be a win-win proposition for both the countries. Shri Sanjay Jaju, the JS of DIP, said that as a part of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, we are not advocating protectionism. On the contrary, we are emphasizing on the openness and interlinkages so that our companies could become a part of the global supply chains and foreign companies could have a role in the Indian defense manufacturing system. Hello everyone and welcome back for another interesting session of the defense updates provided by SSB Crack Exams. I am Heyman and I am very happy that most of you are watching this on a daily basis. SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. If in case you are preparing for various defense examinations, I highly recommend you to download our Android app, choose your favorite course, go through the complete course content wherein which you will have thousands of lecture content, most of the more numerous study materials, sample practice questions, practice exercises at your hand that will be very helpful. We also provide you mock tests so that you can prepare for your examination in a very detailed and proper way. You can also follow us on all sort of social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, and wherein which you will get the most important defense related information, updates, examination related informative content at your hand. Beginning with the question of the day that I've posted on 28th of October 2020, that is yesterday. And the question that I asked was, which defense organization has designed and manufactured 40 UBGL ammunition? I repeat the question, which defense related organization has designed and manufactured 40 UBGL ammunition? I can see that most of you have also mentioned the ARD also as a part, but I would like to mention only the ammunition factory Khadki. The main purpose of me providing you the question is because this particular ammunition is an indigenized ammunition. Okay, what is an indigenized ammunition? Indigenized is that thing wherein which we design, develop and manufacture in our own country itself. Okay, so this 40 UBGL ammunition, it was previously produced on license from the other countries by our Indian Ordnance Factory Board, especially Ordnance Factory at Trichy. But later on, the ammunition factory Khadki was successful in making the indigenized portion of this 40 UBGL ammunition. If you go through the full form of the UBGL, it goes as the under barrel grenade launcher. Okay, this is a barrel grenade launcher. Okay, why do we have to use this? Why is this launcher very important? How is it different from throwing the hand grenades, and how is this grenade launcher different? I will tell you. So this was previously been imported by Army and Ministry of Home Affairs units, and thus there was a perceived need to indigenize the design and manufacture this ammunition. So on 11th of August 2020, as we can see here, the ammunition factory Khadki was successful in consigning of this new indigenized ammunition towards the border security force. Okay, so this ammunition, how is it fired? It is fired from a launcher fitted under the barrel of 5.56 INSAS rifle. Okay, so this is how it looks. So this is an INSAS rifle. This is a basic INSAS rifle. To that INSAS rifle, you will fix this particular grenade launcher. Okay, so it will be launched. It will be fixed onto the 5.56 Okay, so it is the 5.56 INSAS rifle. To that we will attach this particular launcher. Now the advantages of this is that one thing is it is lightweight. You do not have to carry different grenades and then you have to throw it for every time, because it will be very different case. But if you're launching and if you're using this particular mechanism, it will be very easy and in hand, and also the range of this will be increased. If you throw through hand, then what happens is the range is 400 meters in place of 30 meters of hand grenade. That is how we can see the difference between the range when thrown through hand and when launched through this particular launcher, the under barrel grenade launcher. And we can also say that this can be fired by same equipment by the soldier and can also be a very safe ammunition for carrying by the soldiers. Okay. Also, if you have to see, there are various varieties of this particular ammunition. If we go through the variants, they include the 40 UBGL practice ammunition. Then comes the 40 UBGL heap, which means high explosive armor piercing type of ammunition. Then comes the 40 UBGL high explosive dual purpose anti-tank HEDP ammunition, and then comes the rocket propelled UBGL ammunition. That is it regarding the most important details of the question of the day that I have given yesterday. Now let us begin with the first and foremost important defense input, and that is regarding that the webinar that has happened between India and UAE on 27th of October 2020. So day before yesterday, this particular webinar happened between the defense officials from both India and the United Arab Emirates. This was regarding furthering the defense cooperation through joint production and mutual trade. Okay, that means there will be discussion of the various kinds of products and various kinds of parts of the ammunition. Let it be modeling or sub-modeling or whatever, regarding both the countries will go through this particular terms. And in this particular exhibition, various other private companies like L&T, Bharat, Forge, various other countries also took an active part, and they demonstrated their various defense capabilities and their level of producing the trade and manufacturing various components. So this took place between both ambassadors and senior MOD officials, and the theme of the webinar is, please remember this theme, it is Indian Defense Industry Global Outreach for Collaborative Partnership Webinar and Expo, India UAE Defense Cooperation. Okay, this is regarding what? A global outreach for collaborative partnership. Who organized this particular one? If you go through that, it is organized by the Department of Defense Production of the MOD and the Society of Indian Defense Manufacturers, also known as the SIDM. If you go through in details regarding this particular one, it was a part of the series of webinars which are being organized with friendly foreign countries. So this is with the UAE, and various other webinars were also conducted with various other countries also. This is going to achieve the defense export target of 5 billion. As if we told you that when we were discussing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat in the defense section, around 1 month back when we were discussing regarding that, I already told you that we have a target of reaching around $5 billion economy in the defense in the next 5 years. So for that, it is very important to have an outreach with the other foreign countries also. So in that particular way, we are developing our ties with the important strategic countries. So this is regarding the country of the UAE. So this was attended by more than 180 participants, and more than 100 virtual exhibition stalls were set up in the expo. That is it regarding this particular important information. Going through with the next update is regarding that the Raksha Mantri addresses the senior leadership of Indian Army. This is regarding the third day. Yesterday was the third day, and today is the final day of the Army Commanders Conference. Okay, this is being conducted from 26th to 29th of October 2020, and yesterday was 28th of October, the third day. So during the third day, our Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh Ji has addressed the army senior leaders, and in his speech he discussed about how Indian Army was combating its terrorism. He complimented the various Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force and various other home ministerial units also. He also paid tributes to the Galwan Valley soldiers who died in June of 15th in the Galwan Valley clash, and he complimented the sacrifice that is being made by them, and he also said that India will never forget the heroes like that. He also discussed about the synergy that is being taken up between both Central Armed Police Forces and the Indian Army, and how they are tackling up the terrorist issues at the Jammu and Kashmir and also in the northeastern borders all along the Assam and the Manipur and all the other areas. Then he also spoke about the reforms that are being taken up for the transformational change of the various defense inputs, and he also discussed about how he appreciated the establishment of a cyberspace agencies that are related to the defense. And he also mentioned about the delegation of the financial powers of the 2016, and he also discussed a few points regarding the defense procurement manual and the army headquarters restructuring. Then comes, he also complemented the in-house development of the secure application for internet. Please remember, this is known as a particular application. This particular mobile application is a messaging application. This is developed only for the Indian Army persons. Only the Indian Army people are eligible for this particular application. It is only for them wherein which they can message, and this is a secure application platform. So this is regarding improving the cyber security of the Indian Army officials and in combating the online frontline cyber terrorism, and he also complemented the efforts of the Border Roads Organization. How is it working even in very, very difficult conditions? It is building a lot of bridges, roads in various other difficult varied terrains in the northern areas of our country. Then he appreciated the creation of the post of the Chief of Defense Staff and the allotment of the new department, which is known as the Department of Military Affairs, that is being headed by the CDS. He also spoke about corporatizing Ordnance Factory Board, and then he also spoke a few points relating to the issues of the ex-serviceman contributory health scheme, and he also mentioned that ECSS will be maintained and all the important notifications regarding that will always be taken care of. That is it regarding this most important update. And the final update for today is regarding the army officials celebrating the Vigilance Awareness Week. How did they celebrate? All the important Indian Army officials, including the Chief of Army Staff, the Vice Chief of Army Staff, various other army commanders, the commanders of the various commands of the Indian Army, all of them, they assembled together and they took the integrity pledge. And what is about the Vigilance Awareness Week? Vigilance Awareness Week, this is being observed by the Central Vigilance Commission. And when will be observed? It will be observed on the week when the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's birthday falls. Okay, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, whom we have the highest statue of the whole world in Gujarat. So Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, birthday is on 31st of October. So whenever his birthday comes, that whole week is celebrated as the Vigilance Awareness Week in our country. So at this time, when we have to see the calendar dates, so this particular 2020 year's Vigilance Awareness Week will be celebrated on 27th of October to 2nd of November 2020. Okay, so the theme for the Vigilance Awareness Week of 2020 is Vigilant India, Prosperous India. If you had translated to Hindi, then it mentions Satark Bharat, Samriddh Bharat. Please remember it is Satark Bharat, Samriddh Bharat, which is Vigilant India, Prosperous India. You can also have a very brief view regarding how the Chief of Army Staff is taking the integrity pledge.
I believe that corruption has been one of the major obstacles to economic, political and social progress of our country. I believe that all stakeholders such as government, citizens and private sector need to work together to eradicate corruption. I realize that every citizen should be vigilant and commit to highest standards of honesty and integrity at all times and support the fight against corruption. I therefore pledge to follow probity and rule of law in all walks of life, to neither take nor offer bribe, to perform all tasks in an honest and transparent manner, to be accountable for my actions, to act in public interest, to lead by example, exhibiting integrity in personal behavior, to report any incident of corruption to the appropriate agency. Jai Hind.
Now we will have a very quick review going through some of the most important questions, and the first and foremost question is Indian Defence Industry Global Outreach for Collaborative Partnership Webinar and Expo India UAE Defence Cooperation. This is the theme of this particular webinar. This webinar, India UAE webinar, it was held on what date? It was held day before yesterday on 27th of October 2020. The next question is recently conducted India UAE webinar was organized by which department of Ministry of Defence along with the Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers? The correct answer for this it is the Department of Defence Production. Then comes the next question, which is during Vigilance Awareness Week 2020, Indian Army senior officials took what pledge? They took the integrity pledge, which we heard just now. The next question is Vigilance Awareness Week 2020 is celebrated from what date to what date? As per the year of 2020, it is celebrated from 27th of October to 2nd of November. The next question is Vigilance Awareness Week is observed every year by the Central Vigilance Commission during the week in which whose birth anniversary falls? It is during the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, which is the 31st of October every year. That is it regarding the important questions. Now we will have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is which regiment is considered as the second largest arm of the Indian Army? A very simple and a very easy question. I repeat the question, which is which regiment is considered as the second largest arm of the Indian Army? The correct answer for this and the explanation for it I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exam. Subscribe to this channel, download our Android app from Google Play Store. Stay safe, stay healthy. Jai Hind.